Now it's time for today's guest. You may know Corinne Foxx as the 2016 Miss Golden Globe or for her lifestyle website, Foxtails. Now she's back as the DJ on season 3 of Fox's Beat Shazam, a game show where teams are pitted against the clock as they attempt to identify some of the biggest songs in history. Take a look.
All right, here we go. Last round, you pick the category. This round, we're changing it up. We are gonna let the DJ decide.
Up to me now.
We call this round Corinne's Choice. And of course, the money is going up. Corinne, song started how much now?
$5,000.
My daughter has been listening to all types of music. I know she's gonna throw you a curveball. Corinne, what category did you choose?
Well, you know, this is a curveball, Dad, because you're in the room, so it's a little awkward for me.
Sorry
but
about
everyone
that.
else, you guys can enjoy this category. It's sexy songs. Dad, no, keep it together. The category's for them, not you.
You're right, but you know, just wanna let y'all know, just in case.
You're like, I know. Everybody, please put your hands together for Corinne Foxx.
Hello, hi guys. Hey.
Sorry, we were just chatting about that clip and like the fact that you have to work with your dad every day.
You know, it's great. I mean, most 25-year-olds like wouldn't want to work with their dad like every day, but my dad's so fun. He's not like a normal dad.
Right, he's
a cool dad.
He's a cool dad. Yeah, mean girls.
So I love this show. Specifically, I love watching it with my family because it gets so competitive and so heated. So for those who haven't seen it, how would you describe Beat Shazam?
Okay, Beat Shazam is a game that you literally already play when you're like listening to the radio and you're like, what's this song, Layla? Oh, it's that. That's literally the show.
Yeah.
So basically we play like the biggest hit songs and we give our contestants like a certain amount of time and they win $1 million doing that. It's really easy. Wouldn't you want to like just...
Sounds fun.
Yeah, wouldn't you want to guess a song in your car and win $1 million?
It sounds fun, but in the heat of the moment, sometimes it's hard to come up with those lyrics.
People who are like, don't freeze.
Yeah.
You know, because when you get nervous, all of a sudden every song you've ever heard of just like leaves your brain. You're like, I don't know what that is.
Plays at the same time in your head.
exactly.
Hearing 1,000 different songs.
I would lose. I can't remember my name sometimes. It's like when pretty people talk to me, I'm like, okay, blah, blah.
Exactly. No.
So going into the 3rd season, are there going to be any changes or anything new?
Yes, there's a new category.
Ooh. What is that?
It's Corinne's Choice.
Oh.
Which I'm very excited
Wow.
about. So yeah, I like all types of music, so it's actually kind of a hard category because I like country and I like hip hop and I like, so you never know what you're gonna get.
I love that.
Yeah, we also have another category. It's without words, so it's all instrumental of the song.
That's really hard.
That's
Yeah, that is really hard.
Yeah.
And we also mentioned, of course, your dad on the show. What is it like working with him? Does he ever embarrass you on TV?
All the time.
All the
Literally
time.
last night we were at like this party for Fox, our network, and he like jumps on stage and is like, you can look at my Instagram story. He's like grinding on women, and I'm just like in the crowd, like, please, please just stop. So, I mean, yeah, of course he embarrasses me, but I feel like all dads embarrass all of their kids.
Yeah, of course.
You know, mine's just elevated, mine's in the public eye.
Right.
Yeah.
And what has surprised you the most about working on the show with your dad?
His work ethic, because I've always went to set with my dad. I've always like watched him from behind the camera, but being his like co-worker now, I'm like, this guy is on it. Like he delivers 100% all of the time. And like, that's really inspiring for me as I'm just getting into the industry and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. Yeah, so now season 3, super
Yeah.
exciting. I know you mentioned there's like a Corinne's Choice.
Corinne's Choice,
That's
yeah.
exciting. How do you think this has impacted fans? Like, is there a moment that you remember like thinking, like a highlight, best moment? What am I talking about? See, I told you, I can't talk to pretty people. I'm sweating.
No.
How do you think this show has changed lives? I can read.
Well, our contestants, we have the best contestants in the world. Like our first episode is with teachers, and these are people who are like so underpaid, undervalued, and to see them win, you know, a life-changing amount of money is insane. And I don't think I was expecting when I joined the show how much I would be like crying on the show. You know, like seeing people in that moment forever, their lives being changed is really amazing.
So
Yeah.
special.
Yeah, it is.
Are there any particularly memorable contestant moments?
There's so many. Last season we had like this, I don't remember her name, but she had this grandma woman who was like all up on my dad, and she was like very into
it.
Yeah, they
Gotta shoot your shot.
I got a little testy at one point where I was like, "Was the grandma about to go home with my dad? Like, what's happening?" But
You my new mom?
Yeah. No, but we just have like we have funny people on there, man. And what you guys don't see is during the commercial breaks, like we do not stop. Like we have the audience members like on the stage, like break dancing, doing flips, like it's insane.
So it's like a party.
Oh, it is a
which,
party.
Which you can get watching it, but I love that even like, sometimes the commercial break, everyone just shuts down. Like, and, like
everyone's
you,
like,
you
"Hey."
get your coffee and you're like, okay. But besides Beat Shazam, you also have your own lifestyle platform.
I do.
Foxtails, which I think is really cool, really interesting because it's very female focused. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So I started Foxtails because I'm a writer. I was writing for like Refinery 29, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll start a blog. And then I was like, I don't want to be a blogger. As much blogging is like a whole other beast. Like it's really hard. So I have these writers that contribute like editorial content to it. But I also have this other half of Foxtails, which is this girl-powered shop. We find these up-and-coming women who are starting their own businesses and give them like a platform to launch off of.
Right.
Yeah.
Your dad, we know, does everything: acting,
Literally
rapping,
everything.
singing, everything.
Yeah.
Do you have any aspirations to be that versatile as well?
I think in my own right, what I luckily don't feel with my dad is to like have to follow in his footsteps.
Right.
Like I can't sing; it's just not going to happen. Don't expect an album at all. But I do believe in kind of expressing yourself in a bunch of different ways, and so I think that's what I do with being on the show, and I act as well, and having my lifestyle platform, and like just doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I feel like last time we were here, you were talking about like writing your own scripts.
Yeah.
Which I think is such an undertaking.
Yeah.
Anybody who's ever tried to write. So what has that process been like for you, creating your own stories?
Dude, writing a show is so tough.
Yeah.
I've been developing this one show idea for probably about like 2 or 3 years now, and it's just now at a place where we can pitch it and show it to people, and it's so exciting, but it's a process.
It's never done because you keep going back,
Yes.
getting notes, making it better,
Yes.
punching up, and then finally, like, it's been 3 years. I need to do something with this.
Exactly. So hopefully I can add producer to my credits someday.
Oh, that's
Creator.
awesome. We would love that.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it. Corinne, thank you so much for joining
Thank you
us.
guys.